Welcome to Keeping It Kosher. I'm Leonardo, and today, finally, we're going to be making ceviche de pescado. Everyone's been asking me non-stop, how do you make ceviche? Here it is, guys, making the video. So, let's start. What we need, fish. I choose tilapia because it's very mild flavor. Any white fish will do. Halibut, sea bass, really good. The main part about the fish is that it has to be super fresh. The fresher, the better. Literally, if you're willing to go fishing yourself and bring back the fish, run home as soon as you can because that's probably the best way to do it. But if you can't, you can go to the grocery store. We need ginger. Ginger, very important ingredient. We take from the Peruviano ceviche. They like to put ginger in there. Garlic, also Peruvian style. Jalapeno or Serrano pepper, which is very spicy. Red onion. Lime, enough, we need a lot of limes because we're going to have to be coating the fish in lime juice. So it's actually something that's really important. Cilantro, main ingredient, cilantro. And to season, we use tajin. Tajin is a Mexican seasoning that's really awesome and it's going to really bring everything together. First thing we want to do is we want to wash the fish. Important piece of information. If you're buying fish from a non-kosher market, make sure that you see the scales on the fish. If the fish comes prepared to you without any skin, and you can't see the scales, it's actually halachically no good. But if you go to a kosher market, then that's the only way that you can get it. If you don't have a good kosher market with good kosher fish, here we're in Los Angeles, so here we have awesome markets that have great fresh fish. But if you're somewhere that they don't have great fish at the kosher markets, you can go to the non-kosher markets, just make sure that you see the scales because that's the important part for kashrut. Okay, so for cutting the fish, we're going to slice the fish down the end like this. We make little strips. Make sure your knife is super sharp. This is a Japanese knife, so. And then once you've sliced down the fish, then you cut it across like into cubes. Little cubes like that. And once you chop it, put it into the bowl. Yeah, of all the things I make, ceviche has always been the most popular. And everyone's asking about it, from young people, old Persian women. You have these old Persian women coming up to me. How do you make that? It's fish? What is that? I'm like, yeah, it's actually, it's called ceviche. What is ceviche? It's a Mexican food. Mexican food? I thought Mexican food was burrito. No, Miss Persian lady. Mexican food is not burrito. It's ceviche a la mexicana, and it's fantastic. Once the fish is chopped up, we put it in the bowl, and we start on the onion, red onion. To chop an onion, ladies and gentlemen, we want to cut off the top and the bottom pieces. Then, run your knife around the onion like that. And hopefully, if we're lucky, sometimes we can just take off the peel in one shot. Not this time. It's okay. Throw that out. Okay. And we chop it down the middle. Then we have half the onion here. Make one ridge on the top, another here, and then chop down and then you cut across again. And this is how to properly chop an onion. And we can Add that to there. Do the same thing. I actually made this for my girlfriend on our second date. It's probably why she fell in love with me. Guys, you want a girl to fall in love with you? Little Spanish music, white wine, ceviche. Let's just say mazel tov. Everybody loves ceviche. Then we have the garlic. Press the garlic down, and then we chop across. Make it really fine. The same thing here. Add that. You don't want too much garlic. Then we have ginger. Best way to peel ginger is to actually use a spoon. You wouldn't think so, but it actually works. Just peel off the ginger, the skin. So just chop down into thin strips. Then chop it up as finely as possible. This gives like an unbelievable flavor. It goes really well with all the other spices. Add that. Then Serrano pepper for heat. I like my ceviche super spicy, so I don't even worry about taking out the seeds. If you want to take out the seeds, I get it. You might be Ashkenazi, but I like to keep the seeds inside because I'm a Sephardic man. And that's how we do it. Chop it up really, really small. Okay, before we put the lime juice, we're going to season it with some tajin. Take off the lid. Seasoned tajin. It has salt already, so you don't need to add salt. Seasoned tajin. And mix it in. Okay. And the limes, you need a lot of limes because we're going to have to cover the fish with lime juice. That's what's actually cooking the fish. And the best way to find a good lime is to make sure that the outside of the lime is smooth. The smoother the lime, the more juice is inside. At least that's what an old Persian guy told me at Glatmart. I think it's true. I hope it's true. It seems to be true. Then we just roll out the lime to get it even more juicy. And squeeze the juice. Once you finish squeezing the limes and the juice is covering the fish, you then cover it with saran wrap and put it in the fridge for 2 hours. And this is really good to do on Shabbat. Shabbat morning, I like to make ceviche Shabbat morning. Put it in the morning, come back from shul, ready to go. And at this point, we add the cilantro. Cilantro, make sure you check the water for bugs, because it's not kosher if there are bugs in the water. Okay, now we're just going to chop the cilantro. Chop this in half. And cut down like that. That's good. We're going to add this fresh cilantro. And now we're mixing it around. Okay, once the cilantro is in, the ceviche is basically ready. And it depends how you want to serve it. I like to put it on top of a tostada. So we're going to go and fry a tortilla right now. Okay, now we get the pan hot. Okay, so we're just gonna wait for the pan to heat up, then we're gonna add the oil and fry the tortilla. It takes like 2 seconds and it's amazing because it comes out hot and crispy. And then you add the cold ceviche on top and it's just an unbelievable combination. You'll see, I'll taste. I'm the lucky one in this situation, but that's why I'm doing the video, so you guys can do it yourself. That's kind of why I'm doing this. Once it's hot, we add the oil. Pan. It has to be very, very, very hot before you actually put the tortilla inside. If not, the tortilla will become like mushy as opposed to crispy. You want it to become crispy. Okay. Just leave it for like a minute on each side. You'll see the tortilla starts bubbling from one side, and you see it's starting to have ridges and starting to take form. That's when you know it's crispy. And you can flip it over. You don't want it to burn, so make sure it's crispy without becoming sort of black. So I fried it for like a minute on each side. Now take it out and drain it from the oil. Turn off the fire and season with a little salt. Season with a little salt. Once the tortilla is drained of the oil, now we put the ceviche on top, like that. Add some avocado. Put it on top, like that. Put a little more tajin. It's exciting, isn't it, Doug? All right, and here we go. Here it is, ceviche de pescado from Leonardo. And here it is. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu haolam she'hakol niyeh b'dvaro. Thank you so much for watching Keeping It Kosher with Leonardo. This was the full, from the beginning to the end of Ceviche de Pescado. This is how we do it. You can make it at home, very easy. If you're looking to do Shabbat in Los Angeles, and you're young and you don't have a place to go for Shabbat, please follow us, nuni.org, N-U-N-Y. My brother and I, we do incredible Shabbats in Los Angeles. Everyone's been to them. I make ceviche there, so it's fantastic. And hope to see you. Thank you for watching.